English Mindline Podcast.
Welcome back to the English Mindline Podcast, where words matter, but connection matters even more. I'm Roman, and today's episode is powerful. We're talking about communication skills. Not just speaking English, but truly connecting with people. Whether you're in a meeting, on a date, or just chatting with a friend, communication makes the difference. It's the skill that opens doors and hearts.
And I'm Alizebeth. This episode is for everyone: students, professionals, parents, even shy learners. Why? Because communication is not just about English. It's about how you make others feel. People may forget your words, but they never forget how you made them feel. And today, we'll show you how to make every word count with presence, purpose, and personality.
Let's clear one thing first. Communication is not just talking. Talking is noise. Communication is connection. You can speak perfect English and still confuse people, or say a few simple words and deeply move someone. It's not about being fancy. It's about being clear. And clarity comes from practice, not from big words.
Exactly. And let's be honest. Have you ever said something and realized the other person completely misunderstood you? Maybe you said, "I'm fine," but your face said, "I'm angry." Or maybe you used polite words, but your tone felt cold. That's because communication includes your tone, your expression, your energy, even your silence.
Think about this. People with strong communication skills often get better jobs, stronger relationships, and more respect. Why? Because they express clearly. They solve problems without shouting. They listen without judging. And when they speak, people listen. They don't just speak to impress. They speak to connect.
Here's the secret. Even native English speakers struggle with communication. So don't think, "Oh, I'm still learning English. I can't be a great communicator." That's a myth. You can become amazing at communication, even with simple words. All it takes is attention and intention. And today, we'll teach you how.
Let's go deeper. We've broken communication into 5 key skills: clarity, tone, body language, listening, storytelling. These are the tools you'll need. Think of them like your communication toolbox.
Let's start with clarity. Say what you mean, clearly, simply. Don't use 15 words when 6 will do. Instead of saying, "I would appreciate it if you could provide assistance," say, "Can you help me?" Simple, clear, kind. That's real communication.
Next is tone, the emotion behind your words. Say thank you with a smile and it feels real. Say it with a flat voice and it sounds fake. People don't just hear your words, they feel your voice. That's why tone matters so much in English and any language.
Now, let's talk body language. Did you know that 55% of communication is visual? Your face, your hands, your eyes, they speak before your mouth does. Stand tall, make eye contact, open your body, smile. Even before you speak, you're already saying something.
Fourth is listening. This is where most people fail. They speak well, but they don't listen. Real listening means staying silent, not interrupting, and actually caring about what the other person says. Listening builds trust, and trust builds influence.
And finally, the 5th skill, storytelling. Humans are wired for stories. If you want people to remember what you say, tell a story. A short one, a real one, something they can feel. Stories help people connect with you, not just understand you.
Let me share a true story. Zayan, a quiet student, never spoke up in class. He wasn't bad at English, just scared. One day, he decided to record himself every morning for 2 minutes, talking about random things. After 6 months, he gave a speech in college. It wasn't perfect, but it was powerful. Why? Because he learned to pause, to breathe, to smile, and he believed in what he said.
That's amazing. And there's another one, Lena. She had great grammar, But people didn't take her seriously. So she worked on her voice, how to speak calmly and clearly. She even practiced in front of a mirror. Today, she's a trainer at an international company. Same English, but now she owns every room she walks into. Communication changed her life.
Okay, now for some fun, because we all make communication mistakes. One time I said, "I'm very preserved," instead of reserved. The room went silent. Then someone said, "Like jam?" I laughed. It was awkward, but unforgettable. And honestly, that's how you learn. Make mistakes, laugh, move on.
Once, I asked a colleague if she wanted some dessert instead of dessert. She said, "No thanks, I'm not hungry for sand." Yep, we laughed for 10 minutes straight. The point is, communication isn't about perfection. It's about connection. And humor helps.
Let's give you something practical. Here's a simple daily habit. Record a 1-minute voice note each day. Pick a topic, your breakfast, a memory, your plan for the day. Focus on your tone, your pace, your confidence. Listen back. Improve one thing each day.
And here's a second one, mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself. Watch your face. Smile. Pause. Imagine you're talking to a friend. The more you do this, the more natural it feels. Small, daily steps equals big communication wins.
It's challenge time. Try this 7-day communication booster. Day 1. Introduce yourself confidently. Day 2. Share a happy memory with feeling. Day 3. Ask someone a meaningful question. Day 4. Record a voice note explaining a simple topic. Day 5. Compliment someone sincerely. Day 6. Tell a short story with emotion. Day 7. Reflect. What improved?
We dare you to do this. These tasks are short, but they will grow your skills fast. Confidence doesn't come from waiting. It comes from doing. Every single day.
So, what have we learned today? That communication is not just English. It's your presence, your patience, your purpose. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be real. The more you connect, the more confident you become.
And remember, people may forget your vocabulary, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. Speak with heart, listen with care, and express yourself fully. Because your voice is not just a sound, it's your power.
That's a wrap for today. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend, subscribe, and join us again next episode. And hey, try that 7-day challenge. It might just change your life.
Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and remember, every word you speak is a step toward confidence. This is the English Mindline Podcast, where language meets life.